Hello and welcome back to this Enemy Down Open Ladder Playoffs stream. Joining me now for the final two games of the evening is Mark Crossy, a man who you may revere, love from days gone by. I hope he's here with me.
Yeah, I'm here.
There he is. So the game we'll be casting, as you can see, will be Rasta Intrinsic versus 5-line Aspire, and once again the map is DE Inferno. Do you have much experience with either of these teams?
Not really, to be honest. There's a few names I recognise. The Rasta organisation have been going for years. I remember them 5 years ago when I went to my first LAN at I-30, and good to see teams like that. The old school community is still kicking around. But aside from that, no, the players individually don't recognise them.
Fair enough. The game casted earlier actually turned out to be a 16-1 win for 5-line Aspire, so they'll be looking to be quite strong, especially on this map as well, because this is the map they played. So we'll actually hopefully be able to get you into the game before too long. 5-line Aspire just won the knife round, so we will be going live any second now, if we can. Looks like we are going live indeed, and I will just drop us into this game once.
So was it
starting?
It was CRG, was it? Aspire walked all over.
It was indeed, yeah. Quite an epic destruction. 16-1. So we are in this game now, so going live, and like I said, 5-line Aspire starting on CT side. We saw them play earlier, so just a quick rundown of the teams. We've got Hugzilla, Teb, Arthello, Jims and Docker, and for Rasta Int we've got Angel, Mr. X, Mort, Ander and Hatton. Hatton you may recognise from YouTube, Hatton Games.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be shoutcasting some stuff for his channel. I really should have recognised him, shouldn't I?
Just don't show him the VOD for this.
Yeah, can you lose that for me?
Yeah, I'll cut that bit out.
Nice one, cheers.
So, apartments. It looks like they're going to try and work onto this A bomb site with the bomb. This is eerily similar to what happened in the previous game. They just wanted to go slowly and try and grab some picks, but a 5-line absolutely love playing passively. You can see from their setup here. We've got Rasta pushing now, wrapping around through Arch, and they've sent one man up quad and one balcony. Hatton actually taking the first frag, and Mort taking the second one onto the bomb site. So now they have full A bomb site. Come on, that was a great push there. Hatton taking down Jims as well. So 5v2. Great execution onto the bomb site there. Really well practiced take there. And that leaves Docker and Teb coming from CT spawn, both coming through arches and library. They do have 5 enemies to take out, and they've only got 1 kid between them. So as we see Docker taking down Mort, can he do much more damage? Is he able to take down any more? He is able to take down Mr. X as well before he takes a lot of spam damage down. Teb actually taking down another one, so now 2v2. Make that a 2v1 as Hatton takes down Docker, and Ander finishes off Teb as well in pit. So a good pistol round going for Rasta on this tougher side of DE Inferno.
Yeah, that's a nice attempt at a take back. They did pretty well there, but if you're 2v5 against against anyone, you're probably going to struggle. So it's really interesting take by Rasta. They managed to breeze into the A site far too easily there, and going forward, Aspire are going to want to try and sort that out.
Yeah, as we're actually seeing an aggressive pistol strat coming in from Aspire. They've pushed 3 people down Banana, 2 people down Banana, sorry, and left 2 at the top, hopefully trying to bait in Rasta onto Banana, but they're not falling for it. This is well, I've seen this strat a fair amount actually. Seen teams trying to just sort of committing 2 people down the bottom of Banana and trying to lure the rest of the terrorists in to the B bomb site, but it really has not worked in recent times. I don't think I've actually ever seen it work, so quite an easy anti-eco round for Rasta here, as they've got the bomb planted on A bomb site and have got 4 people still alive. Hugzilla trying to maybe work around, maybe grab a gun before he can do anything, but no, Hatton and Angel shut the round down for Rasta, so consolidating there, and we'll be looking to take the next round as well. as 5-line will not be able to buy. Yet, anyway.
It's pretty tough when you're pistols against guns early on. You do see quite a few sort of complicated CT sort of pistol against gun strats these days, and like you say, I don't see many of them work. I don't see why. You hold your angles on your sight, you play it like you would, you use your flashes, get a couple of kills, get a couple of guns. It seems like people try and get too clever with the game sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely nailed it, to be honest. People trying to do too much, and it never ever works. As we see Angel doing a little bit of damage onto Jims there, actually quite a lot of damage onto Jims at Arch, but he is now pulled all the way back into the Archers. Hugzilla does get taken down by Hatton in apartments, and it looks like Rasta will now, set smokes coming out already, and they're going to commit onto this A-bomb site, and they're taking down Othello in apps as well, so once again Docker and Teb going to be rotating off that B-bomb site. Jim's hiding in that smoke on low HP, and two players have actually just run straight past him, and he's going to try back. No, he can't take him down. As Mr. X and Mort combined to finish those two players off, leaving Teb the last man alive, pistol in hand, versus 5. And he's not going to be able to do anything unless he can somehow isolate Mr. X, who's on low HP. Great name, by the way. And it's just going to walk into apartments and hopefully trying to grab an exit frag by the looks of things. Yeah, he's going to... You can hear a lot of movement. He doesn't know what to do with himself, and now he's going to peek straight in and does get taken down by the AK of Mort. So, 3-0 and first buy round coming in for Aspire. And let's see what they are able to do. They've all chosen to take that M4. No AWPers for the team. Angel picking up the AWP for Rasta. So, let's actually stick with them and see what they're able to do with the big green gun.
I'm guessing probably not a lot, and you're kind of banking on the guy buying one for mid and challenging you, and the most he's going to get is someone jumping across, so as an AWP shot cracks up, he's not going to bother again.
Yeah,
but it's a gamble.
It could be used to maybe grab that early pick, but like you said, it's if nobody's challenging for Aspire, then it's a bit of a waste of almost 5k. See, Angel is trying to grab that early pick onto Arch, but you can see Jim's actually holding tight in that garbage spot. So, not much going on. And actually taking a little bit of damage off Othello and trading. Hatton taken down in Boiler. Hugzilla down to low HP, but they do have the man advantage now. And as you can see, all 4 remaining Rasta players are around the A bomb site looking to grab a push. And is going to try and grab this frag onto Othello in apartments. You see they're moving straight towards each other. Jim's taken down by Moore, and Moore actually taking down Hugzilla as well. Othello pushing into apps, taking down Anders, so now he's going to try and regroup and hold his position, wait for his teammates to come. Teb, the only man alive, still with a kit. So Othello's going to hold in apartments as Teb takes down Mr. X from mid actually, leaving Angel with that AWP and Mort, who's already grabbed 2 frags in the round. Let's see what's going to happen. We see Angel actually missing that AWP shot and proving to be a bad choice. Mort, the last man alive, is not going to be able to prevent this defuse. He jumps out and just runs off to save that gun. So, a good comeback there for Aspire after losing the pistol and the subsequent 2 rounds. So they're getting themselves a little bit of momentum now.
Yeah, that's definitely going to help, and a bit of confidence to get that one on the board. It's kind of a key one, especially if you drop 3 on the easier terrorist side. But again, Rasta got in way too easily into that A site. A couple of flashes and they're in, a couple of frags and they're on the site and getting the plant. And on another day they could have held that and taken it to 4-0. It would have been a completely different game.
Yeah, they got pretty close, especially with the bomb plant in a 3v3, but it's just the coordination, I guess, or... Well, no, it was really the aggression of Rasta, actually, after they had the plant. Mr. X especially peeking down mid when he could have just held passively in Boiler or whatever. Just giving the advantage back to Aspire, who in this round actually do have a man advantage already. Angel down to low HP as well. And once again, Rasta trying to work slowly onto the A-bomb site, something that did not work previously versus guns, so I'm not sure why they want to try it again. They're actually, as I say that, they're grouping up and going to go and hit the B bomb site. The 4 remaining players now on banana. Well, let's stick with them. And the push is now coming in. Lots of flashes going off. Players completely blind. Bombs gets taken down. Teb taking down 2 straight away. Docker and Teb combining to finish the round off. So a great hold there for Aspire. Very, very smart crossfire from Teb and Docker to close down that rush. Great flashes as well to keep them from knowing their positions.
Yeah, really nicely done. A couple of flashes came in, didn't panic, flash back, holding nice angles to cut it down as well. So I think Rust are going to be looking towards that A site. They've been a lot more successful there, especially after that one. And I think they might get some success. They might be able to get maybe 6 or 7 rounds here if they keep it up.
Yeah, definitely need to get a little bit of momentum back in their favour here, as we do see the first frag coming out for Rasta on this eco, actually taking down Jims before Hugzilla takes down 2 more before Ander finishes them off. Docker in a good position to cause some damage here, but 2 players have already passed by him and a third knows his position. The bomb is going to get planted, so this is straight away a good round for Rasta. They do get finished off, but taking down 2 guns and grabbing that plant on a complete eco was very good for them. Othello and Hugs with 2 kills apiece, so they'll be quite chuffed with those eco frags, getting them a little bit further up the scoreboard.
Yeah, nicely done. Again, more success with a flash and push into that arch side of A. Even with the pistols, they're just powering in there, getting the frag.
Yeah, this is something I've never really understood, is why teams, they go aggressive on eco rounds, throwaway rounds, and they get a pick. Why don't they do that when they've got rifles as well? But anyway,
it's almost like the play style changes. Like, right, we're on pistol, let's get aggressive. They go for it, they get aggressive. That's the whole reason that Dust 2, which was originally like 5 years ago a CT-sided map, became more T-sided because teams just got aggressive with their rifles, with their AWPs, with their picks.
Yeah, and it's something that can work for teams, especially if they're pushing the right places. Obviously, pushing Arch would not be a wise move this round with Docker and Jims both there. As bait comes in, Jims grabbing 1, grabbing 2, and he grabs the 3rd in the spray down. The bomb is down as well. Hugzilla grabbing his 4th. Can Hatton return? Takes down Docker. Jims trying to spray him out through the smoke now, so that was a great play from Jims there, taking down 3 players in quick succession at Arch. Hatton, the last man alive for Rasta. Can he grab that bomb and do anything for his team? He has grabbed the bomb, and now he's going to go straight towards this B bomb site. As you can see, Teb is actually in a good position to prevent any push, and he's going to call that he's there now. Flash coming in. Hatton managing to avoid that just about, but he's going to work straight in, and he does get taken down by Teb. Didn't have much time, so he had to go quickly. And 5line just worked that in their favour. Great round for Jims there, stepping out from the garbage spot on Arch after the flash from his teammate.
Yeah, perfect idea there. I like that play from Aspire. They've been getting hammered in that Arch side, so they just drop another player in there. Just make sure that they can't go and abuse that for the rest of the game. Now they're thinking about it, and now they're making a move towards this B site, which kind of got them cut down last time.
Yeah, Rasta suddenly looking a little bit short of ideas. Teb grabbing 2 before Mort takes him down with a pistol headshot there. Docker actually in a great position there, taking down 1, 2. Can he grab the final man and the last man alive with P250 in hand? And he has worked his way around to coils. And he does take down Docker actually. Docker failing to reload that gun and runs out of bullets as Hugzilla pushes in from Banana. Does a little bit of damage. And 1v3 now, pushing out. And he is unable to take down Jims in Ruins. So a good solid round once again for 5line, preventing anything significant coming out of that eco round.
As Docker and Teb dropping bombs like Hiroshima on that B site, they're pretty much untouchable. They've got the good flashes going in there. I mean, that's what you need. You need 2 flashes straight in the counter flash, good angles, which is what they've done twice when they got pushed, and it's been comfortable for them.
As you actually see a double nade, so some aggressive play coming out of the CTs, taking down Mr. X at the bottom of mid. You see Ander taking down Othello just about an apartment. He's down to 34 HP, but he did grab the frag. So down to a 4v4 now, but health advantage definitely in Aspire's favour. Rasta will be trying to work that pick they got, but 3 players are already on the A bomb site, with Docker actually rotating straight off of B after that frag went in. And looks like they're going to throw some smokes at A, and they are going to hit onto actually. Ander and Hatton both going to come out of apps. Let's see what damage they can do here. 1 man in pit and 1 man on site. Hug's taking down Ander from pit and taking down Angel as well. And he does take down the 3rd man for him of the round. Jim's finishing that off, so great 4 in the round, sorry, for Hug, so great round for him. I forgot about that nade kill at the start of the round. Smart play, aggressive play at the start, working well for them, and then just sitting so passively that Rasta have to walk straight into their crossfires, just working well for them.
Yeah, sometimes on the CT side you just got to sit at home. You got to trust that your setup's right, that your angle's right. That you're going to get your camp flashes and they're going to work. And it's starting to turn around for them now. They've made their mark on that arch side, which is the only place Rasta's really been getting in.
Yeah, and they've sort of tried to scare them off there. Angel actually grabbing the first great frag onto Jim's there. Bit of a silly idea to peek out then, but great headshot coming out of Angel to take him down. So the man advantage immediately with Rasta. Will they be able to make this count? There are actually 3 players already on the A bomb site, with Docker once again fast rotating. And they're now pushing in. Docker taking down Mort behind that smoke. Othello taking down Ander from the pit. Angel responding onto Docker, however. Oh, great headshot from Othello over the truck onto Hatton there. Mr. X and Angel, the last 2 players alive. Huxilla doing a fair amount of damage onto Angel as he gets into Library. As Teb takes him down. Bomber's now down in CT Sport, and Mr. X, last man alive. Is he able to do anything significant? Big spray battle does finish off by taking down Teb. He's down to 64 HP. 25 seconds left in the round. 1v2 now. You see the positioning of the CTs. Huxilla's actually rotated straight down mid, and he's going to come up Banana and try and catch him out. And he's going to be in a great position to take him out here. Oh, only connects once there. Bomb's going to get planted unless a push comes in. Huxilla pushing him, but the bomb does get planted, so Mr. X will be happy that he's managed to do that. A little bit more money in the bank, but the round once again goes to 5-line Aspire.
Thought Hugs had an absolute mare there with his spray down, and if he'd got taken out there by if he'd got taken out trying to approach the site, then yeah, that wouldn't have been good. That's not the kind of thing you want to do in a shoutcasted game, but he held it together, made the frag.
Just about.
Yeah, and Aspire turning it around now and making this look pretty convincing. If they can keep it going, take it to 11-4 or 12-3, they can be really happy with themselves.
Yeah, they'll be looking to probably finish out, take all the remaining rounds. We've actually seen 7 rounds in a row going the way of Aspire. Rasta looking really short of ideas on these buy rounds. I mean, the most success they've had after taking the pistol and the 2 ecos was actually really on any eco pushes. Othello grabbing a great first pick onto Ander there. And yeah, most of their pushes where they've actually had main success has actually come from just throwaway pistol rounds where they've just charged into an area and actually managed to grab a couple of frags. But anyway, we see.
I don't know why they don't try and go back to Arch, because it was working for them, and they've only got gyms there. It was only the 1 round that they stacked it, but it scared them off, which seems to work. You know, you move up 1 player for 1 round, you stop the push where they keep attacking it.
We're seeing a smart decision to rotate actually, and they may be able to grab early frag. Yeah, Hatton taking down Teb straight away, so they should be able to get the bomb plant. Actually, Jim's responding, Mort taking him down from the back of sight. So they do have the bomb plant. It's now a 3v3. Will they be able to hold this? Angel is in a tough spot here actually. Let's stick with them. Tucked into this garden corner with Docker and Huxilla actually pushing up. You see a lot of damage going down. Huxilla taking down Mr. X. Angel's still there. Manages to get out. Mort taking down Othello in the meantime. And the last 2 remaining players are in ruins, and they do know it as well. Angel taking down 1. Can take down the 2nd. Docker on the defuse, but does get taken down. So a good round there finally for Rasta, getting their first gun round on the board. 7-4 the scoreline now.
That nearly went. Well, it nearly fell apart because Mort was playing beta of the year, sitting on grass while his teammates getting spammed by Docker from the ruins. Didn't backfire on them too much though, and it just seemed like they changed the setup. Docker was playing over on the A site this time rather than being over B where they'd locked it down. Probably thinking A is where they're going to get hit the whole time, and it didn't work for him.
Yeah, it was a bit of a gamble putting 4 players onto A, especially after they had the early pick. They could have just held the site with 3, I reckon, anyway. And it was good thinking from Rasta to suddenly rotate off and hit that B site really quickly. It was a very fast rotate hit. Angel once again getting the better of Jims at Arch. Not sure why he's choosing to play so aggressive. It hasn't been working out well for him at the moment. As you can see, they've actually chosen to leave Docker and Teb on Banana this time. Rasta may choose to pull a fake and go into B. No, they're actually going to commit onto this A bomb site, so they've only got 2 players. As I say that, Othello taking down Ander and Hatton straight away in apartments. Great shooting from him there. As Hugzilla on site does get taken down by Angel. Othello responding, taking down Mr. X. Docker very quickly rotates, take down 1-2. Sprayed them down and very, very swift rotating. Really working out for their Aspire there.
Yeah, good stuff. Othello on the apps has probably heard all the footsteps below him. Will have called that one. And yeah, that's unfortunate for Rasta, but if you've got 2 players walking up the apps, one behind the other, and then all you need is the guy to step out and be aggressive, which Othello did, mowed them both down. You kind of can't do that. You've got to hang one back or flash it or smoke it or do something.
Seeing very fast eco around here. Hatton taking down Hugs, but lots of frags going down. Othello with 2, Hugzilla with 3. But yeah, as you say, it's just smart play from Aspire. Othello making the call, stepping up, being a little bit aggressive, actually managing to grab those 2 frags, which really turned the tide in his team's favour after losing that early man. And then aggressive play from Docker after he knew the call was coming in. He was just coming straight up mid and taking down the final 2 men. So another pistol round for Rasta, just an eco smash straight onto the B bomb site. Are they able to do much damage? No, Teb and Docker taking down 2. Hatton, Mr. X and Angel, the last players remaining. And they do get shut down by the pistol of Docker and the rifling of Teb. So pretty solid hold there for the counter-terrorists. Docker and Teb really seem to be working well on that B bomb site. Doesn't seem to be an area you want to hit when they're both there. Going into this final round of the first half, we've got the scoreline at 10-4. Let's have a quick look at the scoreboards. You see Angel 10-11, closely followed by Mort and Hatton, both on 8-11. But only 2 people not really performing, them being Jims and Mr. X, 1 player per team. So pretty even so far on this CT-sided map, and Russell will really want to take this final round if they want to take a little bit of extra advantage and maybe grab a little bit of momentum going into the second half. You see, they've just gone for a pretty default setup: 2 players in apartments, 2 players floating around mid, and then just you see Mort using that beta spot, holding at the bottom of Banana. Molotov coming out in apps to prevent Ander from pushing, actually, and we're going to be seeing a commit once again on to the A bomb site. Smoke's being set, flash is coming in, and they do have 2 players at Arch already. Docker taking down 1. Mr. X actually responding with 2 of his own, taking down both Docker and Jims before Hugzilla takes him down. However, Othello playing passively in pit does take down Ander. Hugzilla also taking down Angel, and Othello does finish off Hatton. Good recovery hold there from 5-line with Hugzilla and Othello still around the A bomb site. So 11-4's the half, and Hugzilla with 8 deaths, 15 kills. He'll be pretty happy with that. Let's see what they can do in this pistol round.
Suddenly this becomes a big pistol round for Rasta. And aside from Jims, who's pretty much playing that arch side that's getting abused, the rest of Aspire started to get things together towards the end of that, and it shows why this is a two-sided map. Because you think you're doing well, you get a few rounds on the board, and then suddenly you find yourself short of ideas. Everywhere's getting locked down properly, and then where do you go next?
Indeed. Actually, Docker going aggressive straight away, coming straight out of boiler, taking down Angel. Jim's taking down Mr. X in the meantime. Morton Pitt taken down by Othello. It's now a 5v2, and what can the Rasta players do? The remaining two players being Ander and Hatton. Ander does have a kit, so they do have a little bit of time. As Othello takes down Hatton, leaving Ander the last man alive versus 5. He's not going to be able to do this unless something miraculous happens. As Othello pushes round. Oh, fluffing shots there. Should have been able to take him down. As Ander does finish off Othello, and he's only got 4 to take down, but Huxilla has got 100 HP in apartments, and will just peek out, and yeah, he does finish him off going into mini pit. So a great pistol round there for Aspire, and if they can take the next 2 rounds, which I assume they'll be able to, with a massive weapon advantage, that'll put them on 14-4 and on the brink of victory.
Yeah, this might not take long after all. On board with Othello, they're having an absolute mare towards the end of that round. Thought I'd better highlight that one. It almost feels like the pistol versus pistol to start off kind of always goes the terrorist side, and you can pretty much guarantee it's going to be a push somewhere. It's usually through apps, and if you've got 5 against sort of 2-3 pistols holding angles, it's quite a big sight. There's a few places, sort of 3 places you've got to be watching at any one time, so you're spread out, and it's quite tough to lock down.
Well, nailed it really. Pistols are normally giving the T's a little bit of advantage because they're pushing so many people into maybe 1 or 2 CTs at most. But we're seeing 5-line Aspire choosing to take this round a lot slower, knowing that they've got a gun advantage. They're just trying to grab some picks if they can find them. As we can see, they're now going to walk push around Arch, and in Rasta choosing to rotate players towards B for some reason, as Jims takes down 2 with that P90 spray, and Mort's now on the A bomb site, but he does get pushed. Can he take anyone down? No, he can't, as Teb takes him down, leaving Hatton and Ander the last 2 men alive once again. Othello taking down 1 and spots the second, doing a little bit of damage as Hatton runs out. Does get the knife kill. That's embarrassing. But Docker does finish him off.
Hans getting that on his channel. I bet I'll have that sent to Shoutcasted tomorrow. That's awesome.
Your first highlight already and waiting. So 13-4 now. Rasta still with pistols in hand. They'll be looking to buy next round. They're actually gone aggressive in mid, as you can see. Angel's pushed all the way down mid, and Mr. X is at the top of second mid. He does get taken down by Othello, though. He did do a lot of damage, but he wasn't able to finish him off. Docker taking down Angel in at the bottom of mid, actually. And you can see 5-line just choosing to sit passively. Docker, once again, grabbing another frag with that favoured Mac 10 of his. Does get finished off by Hatton with a little bit of a P250 spam. And in a 2v4 now, what can Rasta do to try and hold this round? I don't think they'll be able to do much, as Aspire have got massive gun advantage, pushing 4 players onto the A bomb site, which is where Mort is. He's down to low HP already, as he does get taken down by that nade, and Huxilla waiting for Hatton, spraying him out, and does finish him off at the bottom of mid. So, like I said, 14-4 is the scoreline, and Rasta need to win every round if they want to win this without going into overtime. And the pressure is really on the counter-terrorists now.
Yeah, tough ask from this point. If you're having a bit of a shocker when you're sort of defending first, it's not so bad, but now you've got that